Hello everybody, Jardian here, and I'm finally making my little video on the customizations I did to the cold steel katana machete. Now I mentioned that in passing in my review, which I made a long time ago at this point, but I did do it and I did want to talk about it, so let's just get started. First of all, I took a wood rasp to all of the bumps on the handle, completely sanded them flat, and the jute rope was an idea of my friend who I passed it off to. It's not for grip because I still left texture on it, I just took off the bumps. But I do think it looks really cool, and I appreciated him tying that on as a little stylistic thing. If you remember, the other thing I talked about was how freaking massive the sheath was. Absolutely ridiculous. It was 6 inches across, and I wanted to make a wooden saya, which would not only let me carry it at the belt more normally, but it's just so much more compact. They just really put an oversized sheath on the thing, which I don't know why. I talked about that in the video, I'm not going to go into it, but there it is, the wooden saya I made. I was going to make a video just on that, but basically, I rip-sawed a piece of scrap lumber, just down the middle, chiseled out one side for the machete, and put it together. You can see the saya is lopsided because I only chiseled out one side. The jute on the bottom helps it to not ding on things if the bottom gets hit, and it also covers my secret tactical drain hole, which lets all the water run out if I were to swim with the thing. And I also just kind of chunked it out when I was making the saya, but you know. The saya ended up with a really good fit and great blade retention despite my very poor woodworking skills, where it won't shake loose and yet I can push it out with my thumb when I need to. And in this clip I didn't have the blade oil, it was kind of sticky, but you know. And here you can see I'm just showing off that the tip of the blade was left short and original compared to the filed edge, and that was so I could do dumb stuff like this. And if I was going to chop low to the ground or roots, it's obviously that very tip and top edge would be what gets messed up by rocks and dirt. So I wanted that to stay short and easy to file and durable so that I could do all that and dumb stuff like this. Now back to that edge, I really owe my buddy a debt here. I was just putting wear on my stones and wasting time trying to fix this really short, wavy, uneven edge that came on the stock product. Well, he's into axes and he's an ace with a file, so he filed that whole thing flat for me, and it's no comparison. I found myself just never reaching for it as a machete because the edge was just so unrefined, but now that it has that smooth, long, flat bevel, you can just see how it's performing now. This is one of those thin $1 pool noodles, and anybody who has cut them like in the sword community knows that it can be very difficult without a fine edge. So again, really owe my friend a debt here. That would have taken me so long on my whetstones, and he really turned that edge out great. And now, just some footage of me wearing and drawing the sword, and I'll talk about my thoughts. So, as you all know, if you watched my first review, I was very happy with it. I think it's a really cool product for the price. It lets dorks like me, who I spend a lot of time outdoors, and I also like swords. And I'm not always going to bring my swords outdoors, especially to camps and stuff. But if I'm hanging out with my buddy outside, I'm camping at his cabin or something, it's really cool that I can take this. Now I can wear it the way I like in the belt. You can see in these clips I'm just wearing it in a normal pants belt, not an obi. And it works well for that. I can draw it like I'm used to, and it just gives me a lot of fun now. Now, and I've got stuff like Greenbrier and some Autumn Olive, it's very good at dealing with it, when before it was just an absolute pain. Although I still liked it, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. These were just some very simple customizations. Honestly, I know it can look like a lot, and when I was young, I would look at this stuff and it's like, I couldn't do that, but I have almost no woodworking experience, and it was literally just get a saw, cut a board in half, make the saya. The rasping of the handle took only a few minutes. It was so easy. And if you're decent with a file, the edge wouldn't take long either. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This is just a look at the customizations I made to the cold steel katana machete. I just had some clips at the end of showing how if you're wearing it in a normal obi, you can move it around for going through the woods and climbing and such. Again, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.